You have somebody that is literally not able to keep your name out of their mouth. I mean, they are literally hooked on the idea of being attached to you in some way. They would love if you would acknowledge them. They would really love it. They have literally tried everything to get a reaction, and exactly what these cards are giving me is what you're giving them. Nothing, literally nothing. Can we just get one? Look, you're like looking in the future, like, oh, it's cool, thank you. Anything else? What about them? What do they have to say about you? What's the connection? What is the problem? What is this? Yeah, I don't know. They got a lot to say. They're very burdened. 10 of Wands, Star. They're really hoping that you'll acknowledge them. 10 of Pentacles, Chariot, Strength, Judgment, King of Pentacles. My God, yeah, they have a lot to say about you. The Empress, 2 of Wands, Queen of Cups. They really do want to have an emotional connection with you. They feel very hopeful about this. They feel that you are sort of the goal for what they want to be connected to. They're very high and mighty, kind of. They kind of think of themselves very highly, probably higher than they should. But with this Strength card, they're really holding on for dear life. They really want to form a connection with you, and they're not kidding. They've really tried everything. I do sense that. 10 of Wands, they just have a lot to say. They have a lot of burdens. They just have a lot of information in their mouths that has nothing to do with them. They kind of give me like gossipy vibes. They probably are the type to maybe emotionally connect with you and just have a little hope that y'all are actually friends. But it's like, this is the type of person you have to move very calculated with. Lots of Cancer energy on the board with this Chariot card as well. Queen of Cups, heavy water sign, feminine, Aquarius. Strength, Leo energy. The Judgment card, this person really just needs to go ahead and be put under judgment. This is kind of like a little bit crazy. This person is always talking about other people, but they never really have anything to say about themselves. It kind of makes them feel better to talk about other people, because they feel that if they talk about other people, then they're, associated with those people, and then they get to be part of what they have going. They just want to be connected to other people. 4 of Cups, you're very disconnected from them. You really don't care. You're kind of unbothered. More Cancer energy on the board. 4 of Cups, you're very unbothered. This person may be an Aquarius. Ace of Pentacles, they would love the opportunity to get this chance going with you. It's like they feel that if they maybe move a certain way or just say just the right thing, you'll feel like you have to react, but you've given them nothing. I mean, you've literally given them nothing. In reverse, 7 of Swords, you definitely know what they're doing. This is not a surprise. This is not, you're not shocked by it. You don't really care. You're like, yeah, you've already been exposed. Like, I already knew what kind of person you were. But I'm telling you, this person is holding on for dear life. Knight of Swords, they've tried everything to be chaotic, reckless. They've talked about you. They've started smear campaigns. They've had your name in their mouth. They've made up lies about you. They've tried probably picking fights with you, but probably not to your face. They just say things to kind of get you to be triggered and maybe approach them and be like, what were you saying about me? But like, dude, you're way too grown for that. The Moon, there's really not too much under the surface for you to find out about them, but you do keep a lot under the surface. Pisces energy on the board. It's like this person really lacks intuitive abilities, because with your intuition, you can kind of tell they weren't shit. They don't really keep too much beneath the surface. But for you, you're very reserved. You're very private. You really don't tell all your business. You really don't care to. The main thing that you're worried about is your money. 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Chariot. Every move you make is very calculated. I think that you haven't even cared enough to put this person under judgment, but Spirit says you should probably go ahead and just nip that in the bud, because it's kind of gotten to the point where it's out of control. 3 of Wands. You are very future focused. You're really not worried about what they have to say, but it is time to go ahead and just let your spirit team handle it for you, because it's kind of gotten to the point where it's not going to stop. It's only escalating. The High Priestess, it's like same with the Moon. You just keep a lot under wraps. You already know this. Oh wow, 9 of Swords. This person's very depressed and anxious, kind of up at night thinking about you. I don't know what this connection is. Who is this person? What the fuck do they want? What do they want? 3 of Cups. Y'all were probably in a friend group. Queen of Pentacles, she wanted to feel big and bad for sure. 6 of Cups, you've known this person for a while. Absolutely. This could be an earth sign, feminine, but I'm really getting fire sign with this Leo energy here, possibly Aquarius, but I don't know what they want. You've known them a while. Y'all used to probably celebrate together, party together, hang out together. Some sort of group dynamic. I really strongly get friend group. Somebody you've known for a very long time. You could have grown up with this person. You know how they are. You're not really too concerned. 5 of Pentacles. They're in a state of lack right now. They're really like destitute internally. They're just lacking a lot. They feel like you've abandoned them. 5 of Cups. They're really grieving you. Scorpio energy on the board. They're really grieving you. They really feel like they lost you, and they're really trying to do anything to get it back because you really broke their heart. I get that you probably just walked away because you were sick of the bullshit. I mean, it's like you could kind of already tell what they were on, especially with this Moon and Pisces. 3 of Pentacles. Y'all were definitely in some sort of friend group or group dynamic. Y'all could have worked together at one point. What's it going to take to get this person out of here? What do they want? What is their end goal? They just miss you. They're lashing out. They don't know how to regulate their own emotions, and they really want to be your friend again. But it's like they were never really truly your friend. You always knew that, and you just got away when you could. Knight of Wands. They're going to try to slow it down a little bit, but they're still going to be non-committal and you know, Eight of Pentacles, they're really working hard to hold on to this connection. I mean, they are, there's like by a thread, they're holding on. Six of Wands, it's because you get more attention than them. They feel like you forgot about them. You don't give them enough attention that like they want. They want you to acknowledge them. They want you to connect with them. They want you to be their friend. Ace of Wands, they've kind of lost their spark. They've kind of really lost their drive, their charm. They don't have it because you're not around. You were that. They really wrote off your energy for a very long time. This could be a Libra, Justice in reverse. They know that what they're doing is not right, but it's like they're really just, they're on their last ditch effort because they know that you don't want to be around them. Three of Wands, once again, a very future focus, but this person's kind of dreaming about you, like daydreaming about you, like kind of like maladaptive daydreaming is what I'm hearing. Like in their world, in their brain, y'all are still friends and they don't understand what's going on, but it's like they know. Yeah, Nine of Wands. They just feel like you really hurt them. They're probably playing the victim in these little lies that they're telling. But I get that all you did was really just get up and walk away. That's just the God's honest truth. I saw something flip under here. Probably something they don't want to say out loud. Or probably something you know that you haven't spoken on. It's like, this is just not your kind of people. This is just not who you want to be around, to be honest. You're kind of over it. Yeah, it's like pulling teeth with these people. How do you not... Did I not see one flip? I swear to God I saw one flip. That is so weird. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I had to really look for that shit. The Hermit. They can't find you anywhere, babe. You're isolated. You are really one deep. You are very withdrawn inside yourself. You really just roll one deep. You don't need a group. You don't need a crowd. You don't need people there. You're very hard to find with this Hermit that I just spent an hour looking for. He flipped. He didn't even fall. He doesn't even care to be on the scene. He's definitely out of the mix. And once again, Three of Wands has stayed at the bottom of the deck. I mean, I don't know what it's going to take to get rid of this person, but Eight of Swords, they're in their head, but it's like they're starting to kind of get out of that, but they're still, it doesn't make a difference though. It's like Nine of Pentacles. You're independent and they don't like that. They want you to depend on them. And the Empress in reverse, they're very clingy, needy, dependent. They very much so, they know that you nurture them and how kind you are and sort of what you bring to the table. And they're really thinking of like, how can I get that back? How can I get that back? But they know that every time they do this shit to you, it's getting you further and further from a connection with them. They really don't stand a chance. You already didn't want them before they were doing this shit. They really should just take a hint. Let me one more card, please, Spirit. Give me one more card. Queen of Swords. You see right through all that shit. It might just take you being real straight with them, but they might like that too much, you know? You see it. You're just going to have to let it dwindle out or call judgment on it because it is what it is. Hopefully they'll tire out. Ace of Cups, you were their emotional fulfillment. Knight of Pentacles, they may try to come in with like a little offer. Death, heavy Scorpio energy. Scorpio and Aquarius and Cancer. I get that you may be a Cancer or possibly a Leo, but you know, it is what it is.